At an EU summit in Brussels, Ukraine's interim prime minister claimed there are Russian tanks on the ground in the country. This despite Ukraine's own border patrol maintaining that no forces had crossed the frontier. Arseny Yatsenyuk's statements have been widely reported, but some relevant details apparently left out. My colleague Tabang Matsei discussed that with analyst Eric Draitser.
Eric, let's start by listening to several statements made by Ukraine's interim prime minister about the claims that the alleged Russian deployment in the country.
Having Russian boots on the ground and Russian tanks is unacceptable in the 21st century.
It will be very difficult to persuade foreign investors to invest in a country which has Russian tanks and Russian soldiers on its streets.
According to the clips we've just listened to, it seems like some words were omitted out of some of the outlets' coverage, media coverage. What do you make of that?
Well, I think that the claim that Yatsenyuk is making is very important for the narrative that he's trying to spin and the narrative of the Western propaganda machine. It's entirely possible they're covering up his own stupidity, his own ignorance, or they're trying to bolster a very, very weak narrative. The narrative has already been established. The Russians have invaded. That's it. They're occupying the east and the south of Ukraine. That has already been established. Now what they're trying to do is come up with some kind of substantiating facts in order to make it seem as if this narrative is based on facts when it is not. It is based on hearsay. It is based on rumors. It is based on falsified images or, images that are distorted or only partially true. How do you give a government that is constituted of neoliberal puppets and right-wing Nazis any kind of legitimacy? You have to give them legitimacy within the public mind, within the Western propaganda machine, and in order to do that, you have to have a carefully constructed, well thought out, well planned, and well executed narrative, and I think that is what we're witnessing.